All right. Should be live now. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for coming back to the DFS 5 pack, where we're here to talk over our new friends over at Sports Battle. Yesterday, we went through the Bucks and Nets game, which can only be described as absolutely exhilarating, nonstop action. It was close all the way down to the 1 minute mark of the first quarter. No, I'm just kidding. That was one of the awful game. I'm a Bucks fan. That was hard to watch. I cried myself to sleep.
Probably the exact opposite of what you said.
Yeah, it was terrible. That was not a game in any sense, which did make me think about the Sports Battle app a little bit, because for me, like, most of the guys were all unders yesterday because the game was so lopsided. So if you ever feel like a game is going to end up that way, maybe just go heavy on the unders with a bunch of people.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Again, doesn't mean every game's going to work out that way. We know that they don't, but it is something to consider. So once again, the name of the app is Sports Battle. It's brand new. They're going to dabble in a lot of different sports. We're here to talk NBA, but if you are an Apple user, check out the App Store. And for the Android users, why don't you get on over to Google Play?
Let's get it.
All right. You can check out all these rules on the app. We ran through the point system yesterday. It's very similar to DraftKings. The differences that we noticed is the rebounding's 1.25 as opposed to 1.2, not much of a difference. Blocks and steals get 3 points instead of 2, but there are no double-double or triple-doubles. So take that for what it's worth, but they're very, very similar. So for us, we're going to evaluate these basically on the DraftKings scoring system.
It's worth noting, but not like changing your process.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get over to today's plays. We're going to start out with Joel Embiid, who's a guy I've put a lot of thought into today. He's coming out with a projected fantasy score that you need to pick the over-under of a 53.59. I can go first on this one. Give me the over. You got Philly at home in a desperate mode. I don't buy for his second. He's even questionable at all. Well, I don't know what would be different about him playing last game, where I know they were in ferocious comeback mode, but I'll give Atlanta enough credit to keep this game close, but I got Embiid on the over.
I'm with you. I agree with you all the way around here. I like Embiid. I like Philly to play well tonight, and that starts with Embiid. Give me the over here.
Okay. Ice Trae Young, and I will say I'm taking the under on Trae Young today, but I have been wrong about him throughout the playoffs. This guy has proved a lot to me early on. I was really, really big on Donovan Mitchell today, and I look at Donovan Mitchell in the same sense that I didn't expect him to be this good in clutch moments the way that Trae's been, and put a team on his back like this. So I have now bought into Donovan Mitchell. I am now buying into Trae Young more than I was before. That being said, I'm taking the under today.
Another one, I'm with you. I think we might see this eye to eye. Expect a nice Philly performance. I will say it's not that hard for Trae Young to get there. So if you think Atlanta plays really well again, wouldn't be shocked to see him go over here. I'm still going to take the under with you.
I can't go over on this one, but he's gone over the last 2 games, so it could be wrong again. All right, next up, Ben Simmons. So I've talked about it, and we'll get into Tobias Harris next. I think Ben Simmons is my third place of the Philadelphia Big Three today. I'm going to go under here as well because it's really close to me. I also don't think it would be crazy to see a Philadelphia blowout right here. And that's why I'm going to take the under on Ben Simmons, because I think it's close. Well, it's supposed to be close, but I'm going to go under here.
I'm going to go over on Simmons. I agree with you. It's close. I'm just going to lean with the over. And you're right. It could get a little blowouty, but I'm going to give Atlanta the benefit of the doubt. I mean, they handled them in game 1. I think Simmons goes over here, assuming this game stays decently competitive.
Yeah, I got Harris on the over. I just like Tobias Harris in this spot today too as well. So it's probably just maybe like a subtle difference. I don't know. Are you going to take the over or under on Tobias?
Over.
Okay. So
take over on all of them.
Okay. And I get that, man. Like, if this game is somewhat competitive, which is all you're really looking for, all 3 of these dudes have every opportunity to hit the over. I feel best about Harrison and Embiid, but that doesn't mean like Simmons isn't the best of the 3, right? Just because that's who I feel about today. So I got the over on Harris as well. I like him a lot tonight.
For sure.
All right, let's move over to the Atlanta guys, where I'm going to have 1 over and 1 under. I'm going to start with Clint Capella. Give me the under on this one. 1, come playoff time, I mean, he has not gone over on this score very routinely, even in good spots against Washington. I could see this guy getting into foul trouble tonight, as I think Embiid's going to be a beast this evening. So give me the under on Clint Capella.
Give me the under on Capella, too. Again, kind of like Trae Young. I don't think Atlanta plays that great in this spot. And Capella, like you just mentioned, hasn't been performing at that level anyway. So why would I expect him to here?
Yeah, okay. Then next up, we got Bogey, who has impressed me throughout the playoffs. I'm going to take the over on him. I don't love it. It's not like a top pick for me. He has been probably the most consistent DFS performer in the playoffs, whereas like his fantasy scores almost right always around this. My thoughts on this one is one of the reasons I like Herter and Bogdanovich more than Trae Young tonight. You saw Philly start trapping and forcing the ball out of Trae Young's hands a little bit more, at least trying to. It's not an easy thing to do. So I think the other ball handlers just have to have the ball a little bit.
Yeah, agree with you. This one's really tough for me here. Man, I almost feel like I have to go over with someone on Atlanta. So I'm going to give it to Bogdanovich, but that's part of the only reason. I mean, his score's lower than the other two. He's a big part of this offense right now. Give me the over with Bogey.
Yeah, I got the over, but like I'm like calling for like 33, so it's tight,
Yeah.
man. Like the only one I feel super good about, like really, really confident about out of all these, I feel really confident in Joel Embiid.
Same, with you 100% there.
You know, I know I rolled solo on the NBA videos this morning, but like Mitchell to me is like a lock. And then I had to really, really think about Kawhi and Joel Embiid, which one I liked more. And I like them both. You can play them both together, but it really hurts the rest of your lineup. Ultimately, like I think I'm going Kawhi as of right now. But it's only because I trust the Clippers Jazz to be closer. I could see Philly rolling tonight.
Yeah, I don't really have that same worry as you do. I could see Utah rolling as well. I mean, the Clippers just got done with a tough game 7. So I think both games are equally blowout concerns, personally.
Okay, I actually like for Kawhi that they just got done with the tough game 7. There was no time off to get rusty.
Yeah, this also means they're more tired. I mean, it depends on which way you look at it.
Right. I'm sure at some point in the playoffs, Kawhi will be tired. As we know, that's definitely a thing. I'm banking on it not being tonight, but I talked about it last year when we watched the Clippers play. Paul George has been a little mentally weak, and Kawhi's physically weak, so you could definitely be right tonight.
Yeah, it's just a bad spot for the Clippers in my mind. I mean, the Jazz have been off for a while now. They just got done playing Game 7 2 days ago. I'm worried about the Clippers here. I still think they win the series, but tonight I think they could get rolled.
Really? Okay. Well, we're going to see that one differently, and that's one of the fun parts about sports is you can't always see everything eye to eye. Makes it an interesting discussion.
For sure, no doubt about it.
If everything was cut and dry, apps like this one exist.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck to everybody today on your baseball, your basketball, and all those things. And Professor Bellman and I will see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.